As the Quest 2 continues to dominate the VR landscape and capture the attention of many developers, it makes sense that many of the best games released this year came to that headset. Despite being underpowered compared to its console and PC counterparts, the untethered freedom offered by the mobile HMD allows for some of the best ways to play games in VR. In fact, despite being a lesser powered headset, developers are constantly finding new ways to squeeze every bit of juice out of the Meta HMD, offering up some amazing experiences with broad appeal. So on that note, I'm Ryan for the VR Grid, and thank you so much for joining Chris and I as we count down our top 20 best Quest 2 games released in 2022. Before we get to it, if you enjoyed this vid, don't forget to like it, hit that subscribe button, and let us know what your top games would be. Oh, and also keep an eye out for our best PSVR and best PCVR list as well. Now first up, honorable mentions go to Arcaxer, a classic Final Fantasy style RPG that lets you play in first and third person as you attempt to scale a massive tower. If you enjoyed that classic RPG grind, you'll enjoy this one, just make sure you have some space. Second up is Warplanes Battles Over Pacific. Not only does this game have a full single player campaign, but you can play in co-op missions with your friends, or tackle the PvP multiplayer, and see just how good your dogfighting skills are. Both those games are great fun, just ones that didn't quite make our cut. And now, coming in at number 20, Les Mills Body Combat. The only reason why this isn't higher on my list is that it's not really a game but more of a workout tool, but it's one hell of a workout tool. I damn near spent more time in this than any other game this year, burned some calories and had fun doing it. There's no subscription fee, so the one-time payment offers incredible workouts, including not just strikes and dodges, but knees as well, making it one of the most intense, unique, and fun workout apps out there. Number 19, Table of Tales. This PSVR title from 2018 finally arrived on the Quest 2 headset and delivered on the single-player Dungeons & Dragons action that Demeo is lacking. It's a fun 4 to 6 hour campaign with a few choices that add to the replay factor and some fantastic voice work from a single actor, and you get one heck of a tabletop RPG.
Sword fighting and alchemy. And above all, a world of shadowy cults, dark gods, and scoundrels.
Number 18, Maskmaker. Quest puzzle lovers should rejoice, as this is one of the best ones to come to any headset. It's in this world where you need to switch masks, moving from body to body to solve complex puzzles that unlock new areas of the realm to explore. Creating the masks is oddly satisfying, and as you unravel the mysteries of this fantasy dimension, it's very clear that not everything is as it seems. If you like number 4 on this list, you'll like this one, and vice versa.
You are wearing other faces, but your path is your own to choose.
Number 17, Iron Guard VR.
Iron Guard VR was a nice surprise to be sure this year, as this tried and true tower defense title got its claws in me and was a lot of addicting fun. With rewarding experimentation, a deep upgrade tree, and an 8 to 10 hour single player campaign, Iron Guard VR should keep gamers hooked.
Number 16, Tentacular. Become a giant squid? Check. Use your massive tentacles to help the nearby populace? Check. Enjoy crazy sandbox physics that allow you to solve every puzzle in unique ways? And that's basically Tentacular. As a giant squid, you have to use the environment to solve every dilemma, and if the lengthy campaign isn't enough, there is also a sandbox mode to mess around in, making this a great game to show off to players new to VR. Number 15, Ultra Wings 2.
Part arcade flyer, part sim, but all Pilot Wings 64 in VR, Ultra Wings 2 took everything we loved from the first title and cranked it up a notch with the inclusion of dogfighting, larger islands, and more mission variety. Made with the Quest 2 hardware in mind this time, Ultra Wings 2 feels right at home here and offers a very polished and fun flying experience to standalone VR players.
Number 14, Alvo.
PSVR headsets first got to play Alvo last year, but this year it made the jump to standalone VR. Offering crossplay, this fast-paced military shooter is a game that just keeps getting better, with new maps, modes, and manual reloading added in just this year. Carving out its own place in a short list of great military-based VR shooters, Alvo definitely belongs on this year's list.
Number 13, Compound.
I love retro first-person shooters, and I've been known to lose days addicted to good roguelites, so when Compound was announced, I was all in. Thankfully, Compound, a game that had been in early access over on PC for years, is a super polished and fun game that scratched all the right gaming itches for me and easily made this year's list.
Number 12, Runner. A post-launch patch fixed a bulk of the issues I had with this game and made it one of my faves this year. For those of you that have seen Akira, the bike chases there are a clear inspiration for this one, which has you in a cyberpunk universe on a strange planet who must carry the package across planet while fending off the hordes of robots that get in your way. It's an intense, thrilling, and challenging ride. Number 11, Zenith: The Last City.
With shades of Population 1 and Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zenith: The Last City is a VR gamer MMO dream come to life. A game that just keeps growing and adding content, Zenith offers gamers a massive world to fly, climb, craft, fight, and explore in. It's fun alone, but much better with a bunch of friends, and with crossplay across the PC and PSVR, it's a great chance to make some.
Number 10, Among Us VR. If you never cared about Among Us before, but are a social VR gamer, you need to play Among Us VR. As a crewmate, completing tasks and sussing out the imposter is great fun, and as an imposter, sneakily trying to dispose of others is so satisfying. Supporting 10 players online, this is some of the most fun I've had in a social VR game in a while, and it's easy to lose hours just playing with friends, or making new ones. Number 9, Into the Radius. This is action survival at its peak. The Radius is a section of Russia that is experiencing weird phenomena. Full of ghosts from the past, very creepy monsters, and so much more. It's an intense game where survival depends upon you scrounging for everything you can for an advantage, while missions supply you with money needed to upgrade your weapons and armor. Into the Radius is so unnerving, but surviving in it is so satisfying.
The Radius offers unmatched benefits. The Changed can enjoy the pure ecology of the Radius, its unique wildlife, and plenty of leisure opportunities.
Number 8, Iron Man VR.
A game I never thought we would see on the Quest, Iron Man VR is an impossible port of the PSVR exclusive and is actually now our preferred way to play it. With no wires and 360 degrees of tracking, Iron Man on the Quest truly delivers the feeling of fighting and flying as Iron Man.
Number 7, Green Hell VR.
As a huge survival game fan, there simply aren't enough of them in VR. Fortunately, 2022 saw the Quest get one of the best in the port of Green Hell to VR. Built from the ground up for VR, Green Hell VR is a survival game for those who love survival games. Keeping yourself alive means surviving the jungle elements, wildlife, watching what you eat, and watching who eats you.
Number 6, Bone Lab. I was shocked just how good this game ran on the Quest 2. It's a sandbox shooter at heart, with a very lengthy and surreal campaign that I very much enjoyed, and is a testament to what the Quest 2 is capable of. Throw in a ton of hidden collectibles, a sandbox mode, and community mod support, and you get a title with plenty of bang for its buck. Number 5, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution.
While the Quest 2 launch of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution did not see the game launch in a very polished state, it recently saw a massive patch that addressed many of our issues. Issues aside, more Saints and Sinners is still better than most Quest releases we got this year. More Chapter 1.5 than a full sequel, Retribution builds right off the first game, continuing the story and adding in more weapons, recipes, new areas to explore, and more aggressive zombies. And did I mention it has a chainsaw? Honestly, it almost makes this list just because of the chainsaw.
You have been a razor-sharp thorn in my side since you set foot in Nola.
Number 4, The Last Clockwinder. This might just be my favorite in the clone-like genre, as The Last Clockwinder has you recording your actions, creating clones that will repeat your moves. This turns into a Rube Goldberg puzzle like no other, as you must time your clones to work together in a variety of tasks, all to a very emotional and pseudo-sci-fi story. From the first puzzle to the last puzzle, solving every one is so rewarding, and I highly recommend this to anyone who likes teasing their brain.
All the precious plants it protects will die.
Thank goodness. This would be impossible without the gardeners.
Oh, those things. Yeah, they're pretty neat.
When I first arrived here, I used to imagine the gardeners were alive. I loved the thought of the clock tower teeming with people, all helping look after the plants.
Number 3, Vox Machinery.
Growing up as a kid, one of my favorite movies was a film called Robot Jocks, a movie about countries battling each other using giant mechs. Now an adult, that idea still sounds just as awesome, and Vox Machinery made that idea a reality in the best possible way. A brilliant port of the PC VR version, Vox on the Quest 2 offers players the full single-player campaign in addition to online multiplayer, and truly delivers.
We're going to be in trouble without Reggie. He could at least keep Jess in check. I don't think the same will be said for you.
It's essential to maintain a good relationship with your team. I hope you understand that. Without trust, you have nothing to fall back on besides a heavily armed, walking, flying mining machine.
Number 2, Red Matter 2. This might just be the best looking Quest 2 game in existence, and thankfully, it has the gameplay to back it up too. It's a bigger and better sequel than the first one, offering up a larger story, more variety in puzzles, and introduces stealth and shooting mechanics as well. It's action-packed, surreal, and even a little disturbing, but in a good way.
Find him and bring him home.
Why would they build a research facility way out here?
My reports show nothing. That sector should be deserted. Something just doesn't add up. Be careful.
Number 1, Moss Book 2. Even with the slight downgrade on the visuals in the Quest 2, this is still one of the best looking VR titles out there. You are back as the reader controlling Quill once more, and must take her on an all-new adventure across a 6-hour campaign. Not only will you visit all new locations, but Quill will also get new weapons, and you also get new powers. Without spoiling too much, the ending on Book 2 was amazing, and I cannot wait for Book 3.
But when the fear within threatens to consume you, it's the real heroes who do turn back. To see the ones who stand behind them. Who give them the strength to achieve the impossible.
And that's it. Those are our picks for the best Quest 2 games of 2022. Agree? Disagree? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this vid, don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching.